Okay, so today on Home Gym Strength, we are doing a review of these xFyro AI-powered noise-canceling earbuds. And it's definitely important to say that we did receive this product in exchange for an honest review. However, it's also important to say that that does not in any way affect the honesty of our reviews or how critical we are of a product. If anything, as you will see in this review, it makes us actually more critical. So the first thing you're going to notice as you get these earbuds is that they do have good packaging. And this reminds me of a lot of the packaging you see with Apple, and I certainly think they were intending to mimic that. I actually got a little too impatient here and kind of ripped this a bit. Now you'll notice that you've got the case here, the two earbuds, a user manual, some extra rubber earbuds that you can use. We have a small, a medium, and then there's a large actually on the earbuds now. And then it also came with a charging cable. Now the instruction manual, we're going to include a copy of that, a digital copy of that in the review, so you can use that and take a look at it if you want to. It's pretty basic. One thing I did notice just from reading it is there's not a lot of grammar issues here. You do sometimes see that with instruction manuals these days, a lot of grammar issues, not necessarily indicative of the quality of the product, but it is something that you notice. And usually with higher end items, at least in my experience, I see less spelling and other grammar issues. So none of those issues here that I could easily see over a casual reading, which is often a good sign. Now let's get to the actual earbuds. And I want you to keep in mind that I'm actually comparing these to these Apple AirPods. This is the generation 2, I believe, and I've been using these for several years now, so I'm very, very familiar with them and their performance. So let's take the case out. Let's take out the actual earbuds. And so, as you can see, these earbuds are probably very similar in design to what I've seen from the AirPods Pro, where you have this rubberized piece of the earbud that actually goes into your ear and helps seal off the sound. And most of you have probably seen the AirPods before, but as you can see, it does not have that rubberized piece that helps to seal off your ear. They are very close in size to the AirPods, very close in size. And I will say that the fit inside your ear does feel quite good. It's not in any way, it doesn't feel intrusive in any way. And it did feel like it stayed in there, at least in my ear, which my ear responds well to the Apple earbud style. So that's something to keep in mind. But of course, with something like this, it really depends on how you like these type of earbuds and how well they will fit your own ears. Now, the charging case, one big criticism I will have of it when compared to something like the Apple AirPods charging case is that it feels, it's obviously made of plastic, but a cheaper type of plastic than what they're using here. It doesn't have a lot of weight to it compared to the AirPods case, which in some ways that could be seen as an advantage, but I feel like overall it does make it feel like a cheaper product having less weight. And then the feel of the plastic, it does not feel premium, and this feels very flimsy. So it makes me wonder as I'm using it, how long is this going to last? Is the flimsy plastic kind of indicative of the rest of the quality of the product? I don't know. I didn't have any issues while using them. It seemed to work well as far as the functionality, but it's something to keep in mind. It doesn't feel premium as compared to the other options out there. I did not have any problems pairing it with my phone. You simply turn it on, switch it to pairing mode, and then you can pair it. I use an iPhone, obviously, and you can pair it with the iPhone just like you would any other Bluetooth earbuds or headphones. So no problems on that end. I will get to the sound quality at the end of the review. Let me talk a little bit about some of the various functionality here. So you can turn off the noise canceling by actually holding down and just pressing gently on the earbuds, excuse me, when they're in your ear. I was actually surprised by how well that worked. It works very well, pressing and holding, tapping it. It's got a lot of different functionalities that it has here that you can use simply by tapping on them. I did not expect it to have that type of functionality, so that was a pleasant surprise. And that all seemed to work well. I actually did not try making a call with them. I simply used them to listen to music, which is kind of the intended purpose here, especially on a home gym type site. The entire idea here is, what are the best earbuds to take with you to use while you're working out. So now that we've talked about, the charge, I charge them. They use a USB-C charging port here with a USB-C charging cable that came with them. No problems there. But now let's get to the overall sound quality, and let's talk about how I would rate them overall when comparing them to something like the AirPods here. And so right away, I'm going to have to say that I was disappointed in the sound quality that they produced. When you put them in your ears, right away you're greeted by a kind of a digital white noise sound that's produced. And that white noise is the kind of noise cancellation technology that they use. Now I've heard of similar, I've actually listened to the AirPods Max, so the large headphones from Apple that have that noise cancellation technology, and it's a lot smoother. You don't hear this white noise that's almost like a hiss, almost like you're hearing kind of like a very smooth ocean sound. You don't hear that with those high-end headphones from Apple. Now, of course, those are $600. These are not. I believe the price point from these is around $150, maybe a little less, depending where you get them. But even at that price point, I was not impressed with the noise cancellation because I did find it actually distracting. I also didn't find it to be particularly effective, to be honest. I didn't see any more noise canceling effect using that than, just the normal type of earbuds that have these rubberized earbuds that you put in your ear and kind of block off the sound. So I didn't see much of an advantage. As far as the sound quality, for leaving and forgetting the noise canceling, if we talk about the actual audio quality that I got, it was in no way close to what I'm getting from the AirPods. It was distinctly, I'm not an audiophile by any means, but I have been listening to these for years now, and it was in no way the same quality. It sounded very muffled, and just in general, not as good of sound quality as the AirPods. So I thought that was unfortunate. Now, overall, I'm gonna have to give these out of a 5 rating possible. So 5 out of 5 would be the highest. I'm going to have to give these a 3 out of 5, simply because I think they let you down at what you're most concerned with, which is the sound quality. The noise canceling also does not help. I did not think it was effective. Everything else, as far as how they work, connecting them to your phone, the features they have, that all seemed to work very, very well. And I had no other issues using them, but just the sound quality was the real problem here. They do not compare, in my opinion, to the AirPods, and that's unfortunate because otherwise it seemed like a great product. But yes, overall, we are going to be giving these a 3 out of 5, and we do not recommend them if you are big on either sound quality, or noise cancellation. We think for that price point, more than $100, $150 price point, we think you're better off, honestly, just going and getting AirPods if you have an iPhone or something else. We'll be looking at some other earbud options for working out. As in the next few weeks, we'll be looking at some others. But yeah, at this price point, we think it's probably best right now to look at something else. And if we get our hands on any other xFyro products, hopefully those will impress us more.